We all have stretch marks, pooches, pouches, and pudge, yet here we are.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Christina. We're two best friends who met in college 12 years ago. I'm now a stay-at-home mom with 2 children, a preteen and a toddler.
And I'm a career mom with a toddler. We've been through a lot of life together, and we're here to tell you all the stuff we wish people would have told us. We are Millennial Moms.
Ready? I don't even know where we're going. I never know where we're going. Welcome to episode 7 of Millennial Momming.
Hey.
Whew. It has been an exhausting couple of weeks.
To put it lightly.
You know, I always felt like the winter was boring. Our winter has been
Nonstop.
I'm not ready for spring. I would like a...
Whoa now.
Can I have a boring winter, please?
Oh man, just bring on the sunshine and the heat and the flip-flops and the pool.
Spring for me means flowers. It's planting season.
Planting season.
It's event season.
I feel like it's busy in the summer, but at least you're not like dealing with the cold and bundling up and defrosting your windshield and warming up your car. You know, you kind of just get to go out. You get the vitamin D. I love it. Love everything about it. Sign me up. Why do I live here?
We live where the air hurts your face so that we don't have to deal with spiders the size of my head.
I'm about ready to take the spiders. I can't.
Have you seen those photos from Australia and the spiders look like they could eat your face?
They look like a dog. Like just a pet dog running around.
I always wanted to go. And then I saw those spiders. All hopes and dreams of
crawled right away, didn't they?
They were like, nope. I'll stay where the air hurts my face. You know what we have here in good old Midwest Nebraska?
Inflatable pools.
I was gonna say
Republicans.
We finished each other's
sentences.
Sandwiches.
I was going there and I was like, no. Let's do it again.
We finish each other's
sandwiches.
Yes. Oh, she's never going to let me finish that sentence.
Never. Okay, go.
All right. I forgot where I was going. Nebraska doesn't have, things that could eat you or kill you. We've got nothing.
We got cows and corn.
And I am glad
I can eat both of them.
Yes. And so
Speaking of eating... I like to eat.
So do I.
Oh, food.
I remember in college I would try not to eat.
Didn't you miss it?
Oh, so much. It was not worth being skinny.
It certainly was not. I can speak from both sides of that fence.
I've been skinny. I've been fat. I went back to skinny and now here I am.
Pleasantly fluffy.
Oh, I like that. And I'm okay with it because here I am. I like food.
I could eat right now.
Body image.
Here we are.
Here we are.
We like to talk about things that depress us. Into body image we go.
That's one thing about us. We are going to give it to you straight. Stop weighing your self-worth. Do you feel too fat, too thin, too frumpy and lumpy? Do you pay for a gym membership but never go?
Yes.
Because you're...
Take 2.
Do you pay for a gym membership but never go because you're too tired? Do you try to eat right but end up grabbing whatever is easiest? Well, get in line with millions of other women. It's time to stop judging and comparing and start loving yourself.
Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
We're glad you listened.
Hope you learned a lot.
Yep, that's all we got. We're both sleep deprived and it gets
hungry.
Gets dark at 4 p.m. here. We're lucky we're still awake once 6 p.m. rolls around.
For real.
My life, it really did in college. It would revolve around the latest diet craze or working out and not eating as many calories as you're supposed to. I was skinny, but I missed food. I missed carbs in college. I always felt like I had to live up to the college image of bleh. People would make fun of me all the time because I would take my protein shaker bottle I walk into the TV station with a shaker bottle. I'm a 5-gallon powder of protein shake.
Got all I need for the weekend.
That's all I ate. You know, I think of all the good food I could have eaten back then, and my metabolism would have probably somehow
Evened it out, yeah. Now it's much harder to lose weight the older we get.
It is. So, you know, either be comfortable with yourself or make yourself miserable. The problem is once you fall in love and...
It's called happiness weight.
Mm-hmm. When I fell in love at 26 with Leon, my current husband... My
second, third, my future ex.
Oh, goodness. I don't even know where I was going with that.
You haven't slept in a really long time, so.
My 5-year-old doesn't like to sleep. So shout out to moms who have kids who won't sleep. She's been awake since 2:30 a.m. So have I.
And it is 7 p.m.
Still went to work, still did all my meetings today, and here I am. And Christina was like, "Are you sure you're going to make it?" And I said, I'm not sure, but
I can sure try. Give it the old college try.
So here I am. Oh, yes. Fell in love. Got fat. And for the longest time, I beat myself up about it. When I met new people, I'd be like, it would come in a conversation. I'd be like, oh, no, I haven't always been this fat. I just gained this weight. Like, who says that? I'm embarrassed for past me who would, like, introduce myself. Hi, my name is Elizabeth. I used to be skinny. Now I'm fat. Let me show you some photos of when I was good looking.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember that side of you. Yeah.
Cringeworthy. That lasted for a little bit because I did gain weight pretty fast. It's what happens when you move away from everything you know and move into the country and amongst the cows and corn and you eat cows and corn nonstop. Gained 60 pounds real fast. And it was very traumatic on my brain.
Yeah, I would imagine it was.
Late 20s, you know, you want to go out of your 20s with a bang, and I went out with a bang, all right. That's what the chair sounded like every time I sat on it.
Yeah, but I mean, it happens to the best of us.
It does. It took a while to be like, okay, this is me. You either fix it or stop complaining about it. Because guess what? Nobody wants, including your husband, doesn't want to hear, oh, I feel fat. Ugh, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Why would he? I cleaned that up pretty quick, like, because I was like, I started to pick up that it was annoying him. And I was like, oh, that would annoy me too. So I tried to quit saying, oh, I feel fat. Or do I look fat? Yes, of course you look fat because you are fat.
Exactly.
Stop trying to trap the man. Trap the man in an argument he's not going to win. My husband is Dutch and Afrikaans, and they are a people who are unfiltered, and when you ask them a question, they answer you with the truth. So I remember once asking him, and I never asked again. I was like, do I look fat? He's like, well, yeah, you gained a bunch of weight.
Thanks, Lenny.
He's lucky we've been together this long. He learned after a while that's not what you say to women.
You also don't ask that question.
Yeah, we've also learned that. So stop asking your men if you look fat. 1, it annoys them, and 2, they're going to lie to you either way, and if they don't lie to you, it's just going to hurt your feelings.
So lose-lose all around.
So you got to really stop judging yourself. That's what it comes down to. I had to stop because I was like, 1, I'm either going to do something about it, or 2, stop complaining about it. Those are my 2 options. And 1, I wasn't going to do anything about it.
Obviously.
So I made the decision to stop complaining about it. I would say we're a really big hurdle in my body image life thing. Sleep must be nice. I don't know. You guys can write and tell me about it. What is it like? What's it like to have your brain work? And words come out in the right order, and it makes sense. Write me a poem. Tell me what it's like. I would never know anymore. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I've always been fat. No,
she's tall. She's tall.
I'm big boned. That's all. No, I was always, so I am tall. am almost 5'9". I have got really broad shoulders, tree trunk legs, big old booty. My whole life, I've always been like the big girl. Even as a kid, I was the fat girl. That was like my brother's go-to insult.
Oh,
like, you're fat.
That's horrible.
Oh, my whole life. My grandma, I remember her always like trying to monitor what I was eating.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, or would like give me like less food than my brother would get. I've been the big girl my whole life. I would say 18 was my heaviest. I got up to 275 pounds. And I think I was like a size 24 maybe. I mean, I had gotten really big. My coworker, I worked at Walgreens, and she was like, I'm going to start going to the gym. I don't want to go by myself. And it was after work, which was like 10:30 at night. She was like, is there any chance you'd want to go with me? I didn't have kids at the time. I didn't have anything else to do. It was go to the gym or go home and eat. And so we would go to the gym and then go home and eat. But I ended up losing 85 pounds within a year.
Oh.
And that was all I had done. I wasn't trying to lose the weight. I just went to the gym with my friend, and we would go like on the elliptical or whatever for an hour. And slowly the weight started to come off. And then right when I hit the 85-pound mark, I got pregnant. So I had lost all this weight. I was in the best shape of my life. And then boom, I got pregnant. And they do say that that can happen.
Oh, yes.
When you lose the weight and you start getting healthier, you're much more likely to conceive.
Mm-hmm.
I, gained a bunch of that weight back when I got pregnant. Now, the big difference was I was 20 years old, so it wasn't super difficult to get weight off again when you're that young because your metabolism is way higher.
Oh, I remember those days.
It's so easy. And I also had a very traumatic childbirth with Jaden. So when I came out of the hospital, I was on like 6 different medications, couldn't walk, couldn't eat, for like 2 months. So I dropped my post-pregnancy, really, really quick because I was on my deathbed.
Oh, no.
So I kept it off for a little bit. But as you have children, as we all know, your eating habits change when you have a kid.
Oh,
you go from, having a normal meal to eating chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese and whatever is easy to find and canned ravioli. You don't have the time to meal plan. I'm sorry, most of us. There are women that figure it out.
God bless them.
Good for you. I'm really jealous that you're able to do these things. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
So, I gained all the weight back and then some. And there was like an up and down all through my 20s. You know me, my whole 20s, I was up and down. When I met Randy, I was around 250. Then I got down to about 200 at my lowest weight with him. Now, me at 200 pounds is like a size 10. I'm just built that way. An ideal weight for me and my body is about 215, 220. That's a size 12 for me. I'm comfortable at that size.
So the other thing would be is you got to take into consideration your build. I am built like a little elf. I'm 5'4" and a half. Can't forget that. It's very crucial at this height.
At that height, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
It's like when you're 3 or 4 or 5 years old and you're like, I'm 5.5.
Yeah.
And when she's 200 pounds, she's a size 12. When I'm 200 pounds, I'm a size 14, 16.
Yeah.
It is, I'm very small framed. I have such a worthless frame. It's not good for anything except maybe crawling in and out of Christina's closet.
That's one of the big things is I really wish that we would all stop putting such an emphasis on our weights, our numbers on a scale.
Mm-hmm.
In the grand scheme of things, that number doesn't matter. It's how your body is built. It's how your clothes are fitting. It's how you feel in your body. The number on that scale is like one teeny tiny part.
Oh, so tiny.
And I feel like a lot of women and a lot of moms see a number and that's the end goal. It's like, I got to get to this number on the scale. And it's really important to kind of change your thinking. Oh my gosh, we were talking about pandemic weight gain and how the whole world has gained weight. I just read an article where they did a study and 61% of Americans said that they have gained weight during the pandemic. That's a lot. 61%.
The older I've gotten, I've realized that where I'm at right now in my weight, someone would kill to be at that weight.
Right.
Is it where I want to be? No.
Right.
But someone else is trying so hard to hit this goal weight. So to belittle the size I am now is almost belittling to them.
Your weight right now is what I would want to be.
Correct.
So that's...
And your weight right now is what I want to be.
You're funny.
Wait, height. There we go.
Try again.
So I was 135-ish pounds when I got married, was about 20. And then, you know, that love weight, it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I went up to 220, shot up to 220 super fast. But I recognized it right away, and I went and worked it off and dieted super harshly. And I dropped 80 pounds, a smart one here and there, a granola bar, and 2 hours at the gym. After I went to school all day and worked. So I dropped it really quickly. I kept it off from the age of, I'd say, 21.
To when you moved with Leon.
Yeah, to 26.
Yeah.
And so then, boom, I packed it on super quick with Leon. I went from, I was at a really good weight when I was 26. I would say I stayed at 150, 160 range, never went up or down. Well, other than in that range.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, I got to eat food, but I also was comfortable. I had energy. That is the perfect weight range for me. And when I shot up to 220 so quickly, that was very mind numbing. And I was ashamed of the way I looked.
Yeah.
I always wore black.
Yep.
I never wore anything that would bring attention to myself. And if you know me, that is not me at all.
No.
I just wanted to blend in, didn't want anyone to be able to pick me out of a lineup at the buffet. And I will tell you, it is so dumb. But the biggest life-changing event that happened for me with me being older and gaining all that weight and recognizing that how I was looking at myself was so unhealthy was binging a show I stumbled upon called Drop Dead Diva. I didn't realize the effect it was having, the impact it was having on me until I was like probably 2 or 3 seasons in, and I realized I wasn't dressing in black anymore, and I would go somewhere and perhaps buy the pink dress. Did it make me look as skinny as the black dress? Nope. But I liked that pink dress. Was it frilly and probably made my hips look bigger? Probably, but I don't care because I felt cute in it and it made me feel feminine. And basically the idea of Drop Dead Diva was this model died and somehow found a loophole to come back to Earth. But she came back to Earth as a fat attorney.
Yep.
So she went from a dumb, skinny person, you know, essentially from this show, a dumb, skinny person who was a model. And then she became this super intelligent fat lady. And she opened the attorney's closet. It was all black, all suits. Everything was the same. And she, with her skinny mindset, in this fat body was like, just because I'm this fat doesn't mean I have to dress like this. And so she started dressing really fun, and she was a bigger girl in this show. And that was a huge turning point for me. I went from trying to hide and blend in and make sure nobody knew who I was or could pick me out of a lineup to I wound up, at the time I was a newspaper reporter, and I wound up writing a series where it was called Battle of the Bulge. I was going to a hospital weight loss program. The hospital was offering it. So I would go each week. They'd teach me how to eat, how to write down all my stuff. And I went from, and then also I would exercise. I had implemented some healthy exercise, not spending 2.5 hours at the gym or anything like that. It was like 30 minutes after work. And, you know, I wasn't dropping weight quickly, but they were teaching you that you could drop it and keep it off because of the way you were dropping it. You know, you were learning how to eat and still be full, still enjoy your life, and exercising correctly. So through all of that, I lost 20 pounds in the 16 weeks that I did this course. And mind you, it was on the front page of the newspaper every single week. So I was so transparent. Everyone saw my before pictures. They saw that I weighed 220. They saw every single issue I ever had. I even mentioned how Drop Dead Diva was the biggest turning point. And I thought, you know, in your mind, you being so self-conscious of your self-worth, in my mind, you think that people are going to come at you like, you fatty or whatever. I had so many people emailing me or stopping me in the grocery store because they knew what my face looked like. And they'd say, I just want to let you know that your stories that I see each week are really, it feels so amazing to know that I'm not alone. It was awesome. Cut to the end of 16 weeks. I lost 20 pounds. I finally made it down to, actually, I lost 21 pounds because I was 220 and I went down to 199.
I was gonna say, you broke into the hundreds. I remember
so I was 199. I was ecstatic. And 2 months later, found out I was pregnant.
Happens every time.
So that was the other thing. Once you lose weight,
be careful.
Be careful. And here we are. Here we are today. And now we, you know, had a kid and back full circle.
Tying it into our self-worth, I spent most of my teen years, and I think I said this in a previous episode, but I spent most of my teen years hating myself. When I was 14, I was sexually assaulted. So from that moment on, I wanted to disappear. I wanted to blend in. I didn't want to be noticed. You know, these things that you do in your mind to kind of protect yourself. Mm-hmm. And so I gained a ton of weight from 14 to 18 is when I gained, I would say 75, 80 pounds. I mean, I went from one extreme to the other, and that was me protecting myself. I hated myself. I was angry with myself. I blamed myself. Mm-hmm. I turned to food as a comfort. And it was when I would say became a mom that I realized what mattered and what didn't. And so I started dating somebody who did not make me feel bad about my body. So instead of feeling like I was lucky to be with that person, that person made me feel like they were lucky to be with me. Aww. And so my body, my hips, my stomach, my butt wasn't something that I should be ashamed of. It was something that made me who I was and attractive. And then I started carrying myself different. And then I started walking with my shoulders back, head up. You know, somebody taught me years ago that the best way to walk with confidence is to pretend you have 3 guys from your entourage following you when you walk. And so you do, you carry yourself higher. The chest goes out, shoulders go back, head goes up, and you start to just walk with a little bit more confidence. And even if you don't feel it, you're projecting this.
Yes.
And I used to, I'll never forget, we had a friend and I was walking from the bar out into the patio area and I was walking up to the table and I sat down and he said, I love your walk. Aww. He said, you just look so confident and like you don't care and you're just, you know, in your own body and comfortable. And I laughed because I said, trust me, I don't feel that way. That's just, you know, I don't know. It's just how I walk.
Fake
now.
it till you make it.
You do. You fake it till you make it. Even if you're maybe not feeling that good about yourself, try.
Trust me, if you do it long enough, you believe it.
Yeah.
People comment all the time they can't believe how confident her and I are. And that doesn't come overnight. I mean, we've always had pretty outgoing personalities, but there were times we weren't always confident.
Yeah.
But
there are still times we're not confident.
Yeah. But you don't let the other people know that.
And you don't.
Now you guys know our secret. Now we have to kill you.
I met my husband at 250. So I met Randy when I was 250 pounds. I was a big girl. I think I was a size 18 maybe, somewhere around there. And I lost weight once I started dating him. I would say about a year into our relationship, I got on this, I'm going to get healthy kick. And it lasted, I don't know, 6 months. And I dropped a bunch of weight. And I got down from an 18 to a 12 again. And he was still with me. Then he was with me when I gained it all back. Mm-hmm. And I'm now between a 20 and a 22 on a good day. Thanks, pandemic. I stayed at about an 18 for quite a few years. Even after I had my daughter, I gained weight and then I got back down to my 18. But within the last 2 years, I've gone back up to like a 20, 22. But my husband has never made me feel any different from a size 12 to a size 22. He always makes me feel beautiful, even when I look like this, which is in sweatpants, a sweatshirt, my hair in a greasy bun. My husband loves me for who I am, and he finds my personality sexy and my
I find your personality sexy.
And confidence he finds sexy, and my sense of humor. These are the things that matter to him. So for 12 years of being in a relationship with somebody who did not make me feel bad about my body at any stage, no matter what that stage was, I think that did really help me accept my body as well. Because if he can love me, why can't I love me?
So met my husband when I was about between 150 and 160 pounds. He proposed to me about a year and a half later in Africa. It was adorable. And I was probably 200 pounds when he proposed to me. I was elated that he proposed to me, but I will tell you this, I felt so unworthy. I didn't say it out loud, but in my head, I was like, why would he propose to a fat person? When he got with me, he always said that the first thing that stood out to him was my confidence, my drive for my career, and my lips. He did mention my looks, but he said the first thing was, your drive and your confidence.
Yeah.
But in my head, I was like, why would he propose to me? I'm so fat and ugly now. And it took a while to realize that, years before I realized my self-worth.
I got it. Your self-worth and your weight are not mutually exclusive.
Correct. They should not go hand in hand.
Yeah.
It took me years to figure that out. And Drop Dead Diva did help me, take the plunge into realizing that I very much suggest watching that show. It really is an amazing to see it. It was like I was like living my own life. And I was like, oh, it was cringeworthy. Like, why would she do this just because she's fat? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing that because I'm fat.
Yeah. If he can love me, why can't I love me? You get to a point where that's probably why your husband got annoyed listening to you complain about your body, because he's like, I love you. So if you're complaining about yourself, what are you trying to say about me and my love for you?
He would get aggravated because he's very much an action-oriented person. So am I, but more action in my work, my career. But he's more action life. Like, you don't feel good, go to the gym. You don't feel healthy, take vitamins, do your research. That's not me.
My self-worth became separate from my weight. And It wasn't, what does the scale say? What do my clothes that are getting too tight say? If your clothes are getting a little bit tighter, find something in a bigger size that makes you feel confident.
Get some stretch pants, leggings.
Seriously.
Amazing.
Like, back when I was a fat teenager, there was one store to shop at, and it was Lane Bryant. And it was where all the business...
Oh, yeah.
The plus size businesswoman shopped. It had like suits and suit pants, and that was it. And it's come a very long way. But at that time, you didn't have cute plus size clothes. You had to dress like a grandma, and that was all you had. Now, oh my God, I have so many people ask me, not when I'm wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt, but when I dress up to go out, I have so many people complimenting my outfits. Where do you shop? Where do you get that? And there's always like this half a second where I am embarrassed to tell them I got it from a plus size store. I got it from Torrid. And back then Torrid was like, I want to say 14 up. They've gone down all the way from a size 10 to a size 32 now.
Wow.
So they've really gotten inclusive in their sizing. But there are cute clothes out there for plus size women.
We're both plus size.
Yeah.
And you
get the cutest clothes.
I will not fight you on that. No. I do have adorable clothes. I love dresses so much. I am girly, but not as girly as the dresses portray. I just like being comfortable, and dresses are comfortable. You don't have to wear pants. Self-worth, fat, dresses, don't wear jeans. Ugh, jeans.
Ugh, jeans.
Might as well be wearing corduroys.
I will say this, though, if there are any plus-size girls listening, this is not sponsored, but God help me someday, I hope to be. Torrid makes the best jeans, and you used to ask me about them every time I wore them. You guys, they're called the Bombshell Skinny Jean.
They're super cute. I've never bought them, but they're adorable.
You're not a jeans person.
I'm not.
But if you are a jeans person, go to Torrid and get these jeans, because they suck in your gut. They push your booty up. They got stitching that just trims you down, and you just feel like a bombshell when you're wearing them. But I would say number one is whether you're plus size or you're skinny, whatever it is that you maybe not like about your body, find clothes that you feel good in.
Correct. Buy that shirt that you're like, oh, I might look fat in. Screw that.
Do you feel good when you put it on?
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
All that matters.
Yeah.
I have people all the time that are my size or way less than me. And they're like, I wish I could dress like you. And I'm like, you can.
Yeah.
I literally weigh more than you.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take you to Goodwill right now and I will dress you head to toe.
Yeah.
I love a good sale.
Yes, she does. She is the bargain shopper. If you are on a budget and you want to be cute, Elizabeth is the one to call.
I will say the dress I'm wearing right now is a Maurice's plus size dress. Brand new. Probably cost, because I do like Maurice's, I know the price points. This dress probably cost about, I'd say, $39, $39.95. I got it from Goodwill for $4.59. $4.59. Thank you. Thank you.
That's impressive.
Not only am I plus size, but I'm a plus size bargain shopper.
Yeah.
So you can get yourself worth without paying a lot. It'll be worth even more after that.
Don't call me because
She likes to spend money.
I like to spend money.
She looks like she does because her clothes are like perfect. Mine are like, I like that boho chic look. You're more of like a put together model runway look.
Yeah, if I'm trying, I'm going to go all the way for sure.
She's runway, I'm boho, I'm like hippie all the way.
Yeah.
Before August, I did not step on the scale for years because I didn't care.
Yeah.
I got to the point where I realized my self-worth was not in my weight.
Yeah.
So I worked more on my career and being a good mom and being a good wife, and I didn't step on the scale. And the only reason I stepped on the scale in August was because Leon was like, oh, you look like you've lost weight. So I stepped on the scale. But it is really nice. Like, for a couple of years, I did not let my weight be the topic of my brain thoughts.
Yeah.
And it was nice.
I have reached the point, I don't know if it's my age or the world in general, but I no longer care. I don't care about, you can call me fat. I have mirrors, I know. And it doesn't bother me. There's so many worse things in this world than being called fat. Let me tell you what. You're not going to call me stupid because I'm not. You're not going to call me a horrible human being because I'm not. You're damn sure not going to call me ugly because I'm not. Hello. Look at me.
Okay.
But no, I don't care.
In your 30s?
Oh,
you realize that your brain carries more weight than your actual scale. Does that make sense? It made sense in my head when I said it.
I saw where you were going with that.
When it came out of my mouth, it sounded weird, but in my brain, it made sense.
There are things where I would like to get healthier. I would like to lose some weight, not for the scale and not for how I look. It's because it's doing some things to my body. I have a really bad back, which I've had forever. And I recently saw what is the sports doctor called?
Sports doctor?
No, they have a name.
Duh.
But anyway, I recently saw a doctor and he was like, when you are overweight, it's putting a lot of pressure on your spine. And that's what's causing, your sciatica to flare up. So for those situations, yes, I 100% agree that I need to get the weight off so that I'm a healthier version of myself. But I am in no way like, oh, I need to hit this pound.
No way.
No way. I don't care. And I don't care if any of you walk up to me on the street and call me fat. Cool.
I'd probably kick you in the shins because I'm short enough.
I would laugh. I would laugh hysterically because those things don't bother me anymore.
It doesn't. I also would say that you were saying words and then thoughts came into my head and then I went to talk and then the thoughts left. What was that last thing you said?
How losing weight, I need to be healthier on my body.
Oh, yes, it does. Now that I'm at this age, I'm like, I'm smart, I have brains, I'm a good person, nothing else matters. But I would like to lose weight because I need more stamina. I have been up since 2:30 a.m. I have worked a full day's work. I have had so many meetings today and I am exhausted. I know I just want to be more healthy. I want to put nutrients in my body that my body needs. If I work out more, I know that my stamina will go up. Yeah. So now that I'm at this age, that's what matters. I could care less what the scale says.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to go to the park with my kid and not have to sit on the ground. It would be nice to be able to breathe and not sound like I'm crying.
And it's, I think, completely understandable and normal to want to lose weight. That's totally fine. If you want to lose weight and you feel like that's a goal,
We're not
100% go for it. We're not saying don't do that. We're simply saying don't tie up your self-worth and the love you have for yourself in, I'll feel better about myself if I lose weight.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'll love myself more if I lose weight. So-and-so will love me more if I lose weight. These are not things that equate to love. You should love yourself for your mind, your soul, how you treat people, how you get through life. It has very little to do with a number on a scale or what size are in your pants or your dress. None of that really matters at the end of the day. You're beautiful. I meant to tell you that.
Aww.
You're beautiful. When you were talking, I was staring at you because I was like, you look really pretty today.
Oh, I think you look really pretty. Sometimes she'll... The look she just gave me was like,
I own mirrors. I looked at myself today.
No, she'll say, like, there'll be days where she really dolls up and she looks great. And then there'll be days like tonight where she's just her. Honestly, we've been friends for so long. She looks beautiful to me at all times. I don't look at her and be like, oh, she looks like poo today. Or, oh, she needs some makeup. No.
It's so funny when I'll send you pictures of like my skinny days. We have lots of pictures. We should post some of our skinnier days. And you'll always be like, you look the same to me. And I laugh and laugh because there will be like a 60-pound difference in these photos. And my best friend is always like, you look the same to me. And I'm like, God, love you in your lying ways.
No, I'm honestly not even lying. She looks the same to me as she always has. Right now, as our listener, name 3 things.
We should do it.
Oh, we should. Out loud, say 3 compliments about yourself that has nothing to do with your body or your looks.
I'm funny.
This is true.
I have a big heart. I love very hard. I'm a good mom.
Oh, you are.
Your turn.
I am driven.
Very driven.
Thank you. I am selfless.
Very selfless.
I have good... Nope, that has to do with body image. I was going to say fashion sense, but that's too tied into that. Like, they need to be things that you can compliment yourself about, and then just always remind yourself of those things. Anytime your brain's like, oh, I look fat. No, be like, no, I am driven. I am selfless. I think the selfless ties in with the good wife, good mom thing, so I don't really need to say that. See, it's hard for me. It's hard for all of us.
You're very good at your job.
Oh, thank you.
You've always been very good at your jobs. Hey, by the way, guys, if you want to read Elizabeth's Battle of the Bulge column.
Oh, yeah.
Can we link that?
Oh, we can.
Okay, we'll link them onto our website. Because you guys, I have never been prouder of this girl than when she wrote this column. It was, how long?
16 episodes.
It was 16 weeks, right?
16 weeks and 1 each week.
Okay, so 16 weeks this girl did this, and she wrote, and it was the most honest I've seen you be
ever.
It was the most genuine, and it was so inspiring, and you are a fantastic writer. She used to be a journalist, and you kind of use that still today in everything that you do, but you excel as a writer, and these were by far the best columns that I've heard you seen you do. So we will link those on the website so you guys can check them out. I highly recommend you read them, because not only are you going to get, I think, inspired, but you're going to get a lot of insight into who I think Elizabeth is. And
honestly, me being so raw and just opening up to everyone about all my, self-image issues my entire life actually is probably what helped kickstart my career. So there goes, being honest, never hurt anybody.
I am all for you guys being who you are, being truthful about who you are, being honest about who you are. Stop trying to please everybody. It will get you nowhere. At the end of the day, when we are on our deathbeds, you're going to regret the things you didn't say and the things you didn't do more than the things that you maybe did say. So I am a big firm believer in saying how you feel, say what you mean what you say, live your truth, whatever that truth may be. There's no greater freedom in life, and we got one of them. So I'm not going to keep any of mine inside. I'm just not. That's not who I am. And I have a lot of people tell me that that's one of the things that they really respect about me is you're always going to get the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about your column was it was so raw and so honest and so truthful. So
thank you. With what she said about speak up, you know, do it while you still are alive. That would kind of go with if I see somebody out and no matter what size they are, big, small, little, I don't know. If I like a pair of shoes they have on or a shirt.
Oh, yeah, tell them.
Or I tell them right
Tell
away.
them.
I will, you'll be like, oh, but it'll be awkward. I don't want to tell them. No, do it. Do it. Because guess what? You would want someone to do that to you.
Yeah.
And when you tell somebody that, they'll be like, oh, thank you so much. Or sometimes people will be like, I was having such a bad day. You don't know how much that helped.
Seriously.
Do it. Walk up to somebody in Walmart. Walk up to somebody at the doctor's office, at the mall. I don't care. Do it.
We all have those see something that is like see somebody out and their shoes are super cute or you love their purse or their smile or their hair. And we all think it in our brains, but very rarely does it come out. If I'm looking at you, you might think that I'm thinking bad things about you, but I promise you I'm probably trying to figure out where you got that shirt and where I can buy it as well, or where you got your hair done because I want it. So I think it's really nice to just tell people like, hey, I love your shoes, even if you don't know them.
Plus, if someone comes and tells that to me, I cannot wait to tell them which Goodwill I got it and what street that Goodwill
And how
is.
much she paid for it.
Oh my gosh, I'd be like, oh, girl, it was only $4.
I'm like that too. I'm always like, girl, I got it on sale. Yeah, I love a good sale.
We brag about things that, I don't know, I think more people should brag about. We're not materialistic anymore. We're older, wiser. In June of last year, I had a breast reduction and I went from a G down to a C. And they took off, I think...
It was 3 pounds from each boob.
Yes, 6 pounds total. So that was crazy because my back, that took off loads and loads.
Literally loads.
I had so much pain in my back all the time. So that really did help. You think that somebody with a big breast is really like full of themselves because they're like, oh, they got
you were miserable.
I was so miserable at all times. Most of my life. I've always been big breasted since I was 16 years old, and now I finally have normal ones that are a size C. Before I went in for the surgery, I weighed 229, the most I have ever weighed in my life. And I've just had, between the podcast and, you know, me going to the therapist and getting my thoughts in the right order and making sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be in life, and then also being so driven with my career, and I have a lot of things going on right now. I actually haven't stepped on the scale in a really long time. And my husband was like, you look like you've lost a lot of weight. I stepped on the scale and I was 195 pounds. I was like, how did I not even notice that?
Whoa.
And after I was sick a couple weeks ago, I stepped on the scale again, 190 pounds. I was like, what is happening to me? It's almost like since I stopped caring so much, and I do try to eat healthy because I want more stamina. And, you know, when you eat a Twinkie, you definitely feel a little different than if you had...
Not me.
You okay. Some like really good veggie thing.
Let's not get crazy. You can't tell me you feel great after eating a salad.
Aldi's has... Leon randomly bought this salad the other day. It's called avocado bacon ranch salad, and I ate the entire thing in one setting. It was absolutely delicious, and I told him, please buy so much more of this because it was so delicious. And it's not like I would eat it to punish myself. I would genuinely eat it because it was delicious.
I feel that way about Runza salads.
Runza salad.
So this Southwest chicken salad.
You've got to try this. It was along the lines. I did put in some pico de gallo. It was so good. But do I always make healthy choices? I woke up at 1 a.m. last night, couldn't sleep, went downstairs, ate a Twinkie. Then I looked at the box and I was like, serving size 2. And they're only 280 pounds. That means 280 pounds.
That's me.
They're only 280 calories for for 2 Twinkies.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad at all. So what did I do?
I ate the other one.
Exactly.
I'm about to eat a bag of Reese's when we get off this podcast.
I don't always make wise choices. I had 2 Twinkies last night in the middle of the night. Stop being mean to yourself. Just stop it.
Just stop it. You're wonderful. You're beautiful. Everybody loves you. No, for real though. Like,
we love you.
We love you, and the right people will love you. You need to love yourself first before you go looking for acceptance from anybody else around you. Please love yourself.
If anyone is making you feel bad about your weight,
Mom. Okay, we have to talk about the Shawl Patrol. You remember.
I do.
So our mothers used to constantly ask us if we wanted to wear something over a sleeveless dress or tank top or whatever it may be. Didn't your mom do this?
Yeah, I have no shame in my fat arm game.
Yeah, no, I promise
I'm wearing a sleeveless dress right now.
I do not care.
No.
And there are times when I'm like, maybe you should care. But I don't.
Nope.
I'm hot and I'm going to wear a tank top and I'm not going to put a shawl or a sweatshirt or whatever. I'm not going to wear a
jacket.
Yeah, like a jacket. No, my fat arms are going to hang out and you and everybody else can deal with it because they're not hurting you.
Exactly.
So like
9 times out of 10, no one is going to look at your arms and be like, oh, she should have worn a jacket. If anything, you're going to empower another woman. I remember when I was in my 20s and I was like, screw this, I'm going to wear shorts. I don't care if I do have cellulite.
Yeah.
I've had cellulite even when I was skinny.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I'm going to wear these shorts, and if anything, I hope I empower another woman to wear shorts. Because I remember there was a time I didn't want to wear shorts because I was ashamed of my cellulite. But now I'm like, look at my cellulite. Guess what? Uma Thurman has cellulite, and she's like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So
I don't care.
It is a body. We were given this body. Live your life. Who cares about anything else? Just enjoy life.
Seriously. At the end of the day, just enjoy life.
That is. You want to eat the Twinkie?
Eat the Twinkie.
Eat the Twinkie.
Enjoy your food. Enjoy your body. Enjoy your kids. Enjoy your family. Do what you enjoy.
If you want to lose weight, all power to you.
Go for it.
We're not knocking you. We're just saying if you're at the point in your life where you're feeling so bad about yourself purely because of your body image, stop it.
For real. I'm not kidding, you guys. Stop it right now. Wait, I got something.
She's thinking.
No, it's there. It's there. Don't let your body image weigh you down.
Boom. Cut.
You're welcome. That was brilliant.
That was. What was it again?
Don't let your body image weigh you down.
Oh, who knows? Maybe you don't like your body because you're too skinny or too lumpy.
I've never experienced that feeling of being too skinny, but I've heard it's real. It's real, you guys. There are people out there who wish they could gain weight.
And
we are speaking to you as well. Don't let that affect you. You're beautiful.
You're all beautiful.
Love yourself.
Look inside. Find your beauty from the inside and let it shine out.
Or as Christina Aguilera said, I am beautiful.
I'm a genie in a bottle.
You gotta rub me the right way if you wanna be with me.
Thank you for listening.
Have a good night. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
We're going to bed as soon as we're done. 3, 2.